My daughter's first year of life was very tough. She was always back and forth to the doctor, back and forth to the hospital. She kept getting bronchitis and you name it, anything. And they said it's typical for a preemie, that her lungs weren't completely developed, that she would have some vulnerabilities to illnesses that affect the lungs. So it was a tough road trying to make sure this little one would be able to stand on her own 2 feet one day. And she was intelligent. Very smart child. Well, you think that once you got through the first year and she started getting healthier, things would calm down. They didn't. No, they didn't calm down at all. My daughter's intelligence level almost ended my life several times. She had this habit of testing everything you say. You tell her the stove's hot, she'd test it. Now, most kids would stop once they got burned. My daughter was extremely intelligent. And here's a couple of stories of how intelligent she tested me on. I'd be cooking dinner, and she'd come over, and I'm like, no, it's hot. Cooking dinner, no, it's hot. Well, she'd get burned, her little fingers, and cry, and I'm like, ooh, and the ice, and the little boo-boo bunny where you put the ice in it. And you would think that next time I'd say it's hot, she'd stay away. No. She quickly tested, every time when I would say hot, she had to test to see how hot it was. Oh yes, that was not a good time for me. And she moved out of that phase to climbing. That wasn't a good phase either. No, she loved to climb on things, and which may not be a bad thing until she jumped. And anybody who has kids will fully understand when I say you're always 2 steps behind. You see them falling and you can't get there that quick. Well, this one time, she got to the top of the steps and I'm trying to get her, and she goes flying over top my head and into the wall. I have this kid, smashed face, blood coming out. I'm panicking. I scoop her up, wrap her up in a blanket, get her to the emergency room. You know, they start x-raying her, making sure she's okay, and then they say, you know, that she's fine, it's, you know, we'll clean it up, she'll be fine. And they said, okay, maybe she'll be fine, but I'm not okay. I don't want anything to happen to this child. Can you just take her? Because I'm too slow. I'm not quick enough, and she's getting hurt, and I can't. And the doctor was like, no. We've seen her around here. No, she's already. I tried to give her to someone that would make sure she wouldn't be harmed anymore, because I was too slow to keep up with her. But nobody at the hospital wanted her. That she made such, trying to chase her around the hospital. And remind you, this was a kid who just jumped and flew over my head and hit a wall, and she's running around like a little maniac. They were like, no. And I took her to the pediatrician, and I said, look, I don't know what to do. She keeps getting hurt. I can't keep up with her, blah, blah, blah. And the pediatrician said, your daughter's extremely intelligent. She knows there's a difference and she will test to the point of that difference. At her age, she already understood there was hot, not so hot, medium hot, cold, not so cold. And she knew that there were certain positions that she could jump from and she'd be fine, and some she could jump from and get hurt. And I'm like, okay, and the pediatrician just like, you just got to be patient. It's just, she's experimental child. She loves to experience things and test for knowledge. You can't tell her things. She needs to learn them through experience. Great. Well, she got out of the jumping phase and into the light bulb phase, or I have no idea what phase you want to call it, because she would take everything out of the refrigerator, get in the refrigerator, and close the door. I can't handle this. So then, I just, and you know she was in the refrigerator because everything's out of the refrigerator. I don't know why she'd do this. So then my next idea to keep in her while I could do things, and I'm not talking like elaborate things. This is like keep her safe while I make dinner. Keep her safe so I can go to the bathroom. Well, the bathroom solution wasn't a solution because I started taking her with me to the bathroom. Well, she's almost a teenager and she still thinks that she's supposed to go with you to the bathroom. Oh, every solution was not the right solution. Everything that was a good idea turned out not to be a good idea. You know, I had my son sit on her. I'm like, just sit on, hold her, sit, stay there, keep her still, occupied, play. You know, that didn't last long. Because soon the two of them were wrestling. I try to teach my son how to do something and he'd just take it one step further. Kids, they're different. They're unique. They're special. And they keep you on your toes. No two are alike, and you gotta be quick. And growing up with them was tough. People always said to me, oh, don't worry, you know, when your child's in danger, your mother instincts will come out. I question this. I've already been through tons of stuff with the kids. And I thought about what these people were saying. And I'm like, I don't think I have mother instincts. I'm not even sure, you know, where do they come from? Well, my son wanted to play golf. And I let him go out and shoot the balls in the yard. And he was on a backswing. My daughter got out the front door. And it truly is just an instinct. For once I was quick enough. I flew out that door so fast and got in between her and that backswing and that club. Granted, I ended up in the hospital from it, but she was safe. I was amazed. There was no thought. There was no thinking. It just happened. It was like, boom. Your child's life is in danger. You fly. I was shocked that day. I guess I really was a mom.